Thank you for tuning in to As It Lays. Today's subject is Toni Braxton. Toni, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me, Alex.
We'll just get started with the questions.
Let's do that.
If you could only wear one color for the rest of your life, which would you choose?
Oh, one color for the rest of my life would probably be yellow. She's dressed in yellow. She says, hello, come sit next to me, you fine fellow. Before your time. Before your time.
Is your inner child alive and well?
My inner child is alive and well and running rampant because my inner child is 27 and she's stuck in this 40-plus body, so she's running rampant a bit.
How often do you Netflix and chill?
I Netflix at Monday through Sunday. I'm a flicker. It's kind of my thing. I'm a flicker.
Who has had the most profound influence on your work?
Oh, I would say that Babyface has had the most profound, if any. I mean, he's like my brother, my musical husband, my producer. He helped give me my career. He helped foster my music and my finding my tone. He is like my guy, Babyface.
What are your thoughts on sugar substitutes?
Oh, sugar substitutes. My thought on sugar substitutes are, I mean, I wish I could do them. I mean, you save a gook of calories, but I don't like how they make me feel. But I do love that, you know, you get to lose a few pounds if you could make the baked sugar thing work.
Do you ever feel shy?
There are times that I do feel shy, mainly when I enter a room of very tall people. I have height envy. I'm 5'1" and 3/4", so usually very tall people make me feel shy.
What troubles you most about contemporary America?
What troubles me most about contemporary America is everyone's like a mean person. It's not just mean girls, it's mean boys, it's mean moms, it's mean dads. Everyone's so mean to each other. That's what I don't like. That's the troubling thing, I think.
When's the last time you played hard to get?
The last time I played hard to get was probably about a year ago. I went to a dealership to get a vehicle for my son. And I'm like, I know what vehicle I'm going to get. I'm going to get that right there, but I had to play hard to get so I could get it for a really good price from the salesman. So that was my playing hard to get. Like, oh, I'm not sure. What do I want? Okay, maybe that one. And got it for a very good price.
What's your favorite on-the-go snack?
Well, my favorite on-the-go snack are potato chips. I hear potato chips. It's the sound of the bag. I know a potato chip bag is different than a pretzel bag or a Cheetos bag. It's like a lightness to it. And when the bag opens, the aroma. Potato chips are everything. You can have it with champagne. You can have it with a Coke. You can have it with whatever. It's like fun food. Like, it's food in that food, which makes it even better. An actual potato.
Have you ever been on a jury?
I have never been on a jury. Well, let me take that back. I have never been selected to be on a jury. They never select me. Like, no, we don't want her. Maybe she's too short, I don't know. But they've never picked me.
Do you ever experience motion sickness?
I don't really experience motion sickness, although there have been times that I've been out and I don't see any land and I kind of feel weebly wobbly a little bit, but don't really get motion sickness, thank God.
Is there anyone for whom you are a mentor?
People often ask me, do I feel like I'm a mentor? I think to my sisters I am. I'm the oldest of 6 kids. Sometimes recording artists come up to me and say, oh, I love you like Jessie J. She's like, I love you, your voice, I heard your voice. It's like, it's so thick and rich like a milkshake. It's incredible. So it kind of makes me feel good and flattered that I've inspired some of the young entertainers too. It's kind of cool.
What's your most embarrassing memory from high school?
Wow, my most embarrassing memory from high school. Okay, do you have time? There are lots. I mean, do you want it in numeric or alpha order? Because there are a lot of embarrassing moments. Let's see, what do I think of fondly? Oh, I remember when I was like 14, 15 years old, and this was one guy I liked, and we kissed, and I didn't know anything about French kissing, tongue kissing. I didn't know what that was, and I didn't know what to do, so he told everyone in the school, oh, Toni Braxton can't kiss. It's always been my first and my last name my whole life, Toni Braxton, the whole thing. And so I started, how do I practice? I started practicing on my arm, and then this girl at school was like, I'll show you how to practice, so we actually practiced on our Barbie dolls. And then she went to school the next day and told everybody Toni Braxton was practicing on her Barbie dolls how to kiss, so it was like double jeopardy, double pain, double embarrassment. So I'm known as Toni Braxton, the non-kisser. True story. Good times, good times. Yeah.
Does anybody besides you know your passwords?
My assistant knows my password. I think one of my kids, my youngest one, kind of knows it because I see like he goes and he Ubers and all kind of things that's strictly hidden on my phone. But somebody don't worry about our Uber. I'm like, but you don't have an Uber account. I have the account, so I think my youngest has it.
Is it true that the bigger they are, the harder they fall?
Well, according to Isaac Newton, the bigger they are, the harder they do fall. But I've seen some pretty lightweight, thin people who've fallen and hit their head harder than the bigger person would. So, or maybe it's an inner thing. Maybe they're talking inner. Maybe the inner person, the bigger the issue, the bigger the hurt, the bigger the pain, the harder it. I don't know, maybe. I'm torn on that one. Good one.
What are you most thankful for?
I am most thankful for my family and for my talent. I feel very fortunate that I get to entertain people and sing to them. And what they don't know is that they actually entertain me, because whenever I perform live, which is my favorite thing to do, I get to see my audience and my fans and talk to them and reach them and just get close to them. And that's my high, my adrenaline rush, the best thing ever.
What's the thing that's most commonly misunderstood about you?
What is the most common misunderstood thing about Toni Braxton? I'm a bit of an enigma. I am. I am aloof. So I have to start painting my own pictures, because I think people's interpretation of me is that, she's quiet, laid back, and very, ladylike, which I am. You have to always be a lady. But I think sometimes I should say French. I really like French a lot. Like the F word sometimes, and maybe the H word and S word, and sometimes I say those things. I talk to my people in French sometimes, so they don't know. I'm not gonna say I have a pouty mouth, but I use French more often than they would think.
How do you define beauty?
How do I define beauty? I think beauty is one's interpretation. Have you ever been out and you've seen this couple and they don't look the best mixed match, or they are a mixed match, I should say, and you go, okay, so I think it's how you feel. I mean, everyone always says beauty is inner beauty, but I think beauty is timeless. I think beauty is age appropriate. There could be this woman you see at 80 or 50 or 40 who is so much more attractive than she was, or just something sexy and alluring about her than when she was 20. So I think it's just one's interpretation.
What's the biggest risk you've ever taken?
The biggest risk I've ever taken was, gosh, I'm going to tell my age, back in the 90s, 80s probably. I'm going to tell the truth. Okay, I'm going to tell the truth. In the 80s, I got discovered at a gas station. Everyone knows that story. I was in Annapolis, Maryland. And I took a risk because the guy who discovered me, he worked at the gas station. But when I remember when I first met him, he said, I've seen you sing around the city. I would love for you to come to my house and do these demos. And I'm thinking, this is a line. He's trying to pick me up. But I just took a chance. He gave me his card, and I went to his house and went with my best friend. And he turned out to be a legitimate producer. He's the guy who co-wrote and produced Girl, You Know It's True by Milli Vanilli. So I took a risk, a big risk. And that's one of the reasons I am here today with you, Alex.
What do you want the world to know about Toni Braxton?
What do I want the world to know about Toni Braxton? I feel mega blessed. I want them to know that I am just a regular girl, regular mom. All the glamour and the glitz and stuff you see, that's fun. I get to dress up like Barbie, but inside I'm an all-American girl. I'm a t-shirt and jean kind of girl, and sneakers and Chucks, and well, high heel Chucks because I do have height envy. But just a basic American girl. I'm a cover girl. Without the endorsement and the check, but I still feel good about it.
Well, that's all the time we have for today.
That's all? Okay.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
And thank you for watching. Thank you.
Thank you.